Hey Flosstube, Ashley here, Buggy Stitcher on YouTube, Shlism_Buggy Stitcher on Instagram, coming to you guys with another weekly update. This is the third week that I've been able to successfully film. Hopefully I can get through this video. It is a day late, but better late than never. So first things first, we are going to talk about the weekly prompts that I was stitching for. One was Christmas baubles, and then the other one was Easter dragon. So let's go ahead and talk about the progress for those. So first up is Easter dragon, and I got a fair bit done on this one, and I'm super excited because I love it. So here is Easter dragon. And at the beginning, I had only done some of this border right here and then the little stars. I think I did a little bit of the clouds, but to do this weekly prompt, I finished these clouds completely right here. And then I started the dragon. So yeah, super excited. He's looking so good and so cute. But yeah, so I did about, I want to say 200 stitches on this one. I'm not positive. I remember when I do it, and then after that it's like I have no idea what I've done. But here is Easter dragon. And then the next one, so this one was very sad. So Christmas baubles, well, I'll show you my progress and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so here is where I've gotten to. Not very far on this one. So when I started the weekly prompt, I had the snowflake done and about here, maybe here of the border, or the first bauble string and post. Yeah, not very much done on this. And here is why. So I was hoping to get a lot of progress done on this, but I ordered a special floss for the actual baubles themselves. I ordered Sulky. And I ordered this color specifically because they're Christmas colors, but it was supposed to have a blue in it. And when it comes to Christmas colors, I'm very picky. I have to have blue in my Christmas colors. I don't know why. It is what it is. I just much prefer that. And online, it showed that the color had blue, but when I ended up stitching it, it definitely does not. And it looks like very muddly, muddled colors. Muddy, I guess. I don't know. So here is the color. And in person, this looks very muddy looking, not bright at all. And Christmas for me needs to be bright, and it needs to have blue. And it has some green in there and some grayish, but not blue. So here is what the online posting showed it to be. Which I know computer screen is different, but it shows more like blue and less green, and it didn't do it for me. So this one is officially in a timeout because I don't know what I want to do with it now. I don't know if I just want to stitch each bauble a different Christmas color. I was hoping to have it kind of special, and I don't know. So anyway, that one's on timeout. So those are the two weekly prompt progresses that I did. Next up, let's go ahead and do my pickup line, or my Errand project, which is my mom's lighthouse. That is this one. As soon as the color adjusts, there we go. And this one has got a fair bit of progress. I think I'm almost done using this one as my Errand piece. I think we'll do this week and then I'll switch to something else. So I just moved the frame on this just last night. So here is the sky that we have completed. So when I first started this as my Errand piece, I was about to write here on the sky. So I completed this amount of the sky, and then I scooted over because my daughter wants to start seeing the waves. So I did a little bit of this, and there's a little bit of blue in there. Give it a second to adjust. There's a couple stitches of random blues, but not very many. So see, only 4 or 5, but they're there. So this is the full thing so far. The sky is looking really good, exactly how the picture kind of showed it, that watercolory look. Lighthouse is looking pretty good too. So I'll do some of the waves and then I'll come back and do the house, I think. But here's the whole thing. So we're gonna see if we can get some of the waves to appear, and then we're gonna move on. I don't know what's gonna be my car project next. I'm not sure. A saddle of some sort, I think, this next time. Okay, next up we have Leap Dog. Let's see, Leap Day Long Dog Sampler. I don't remember the hashtag for it. I've been really bad about posting on Instagram lately. I need to get working on that. But every 29th day, we work on a long dog sampler for a leap year. And eventually, hopefully this will get done on the next leap year is the plan. We'll see if it actually happens. But this one is Life After Death. And here is the picture. So what I stitched yesterday was 198 stitches. I just couldn't muster 2 more stitches to get the even 200. But I finished this flower right here. So I don't know if there's anything right there. I feel like there's probably something right there. But I just wanted to finish this flower, and that's what I did. So we now have all 3 of the little dandelion flowers. I love this floss. This is from Sulky. It reminds me of an English library, an old English library, which is really nice. Lots of dark reds and teals and stuff. So yeah, there is that. Try and somewhat put these away as I do this. Hopefully. Have everything on my bed next to me. Okay. Next up, I was really feeling an oldie. I wanted to work on Hufflepuff, which is one of my Harry Potter common rooms. I didn't get too far on this, but I at least wanted to touch it. So here is the whole thing. And I still don't like that there is green in the badger. I think I'm gonna need to change that. I think and make it a dark blue instead. But what I did is I just worked down here and just worked this down a little bit, and then I'm starting to fill in this decoration above the fire mantle right here. So yeah, not too bad. I think I only did about 100 stitches on this though, so it's nothing crazy, but there we go. And just in case, Hufflepuff, it's been a while since I've showed Hufflepuff, so let me pull up the picture really fast so you guys can see, because it's been a while. There we go. This is Hufflepuff. So I'm just right over here working on this little decoration right there. So okay. Let's see, next up we have Howl's Moving Castle. And again, not a ton of progress. I did maybe about 200 stitches on this one this time. Here we are. So I was filling in all of the fire or the lights. But I was getting bored of not being able to see any progress. I was like, I need to see something. So I picked a symbol that had a lot, one of the really dark symbols, and stitched that. And I'm going to continue doing that for a little bit, and then I'll move back to all of the splatters, so, of light. So there's that one. And battery's going to die, so let me plug something in here. See if I can save the battery so I don't have to. The battery's always dead on. I'm always out of battery. Okay. All right, it's charging. Let me see if I can get that to stay. Okay. Ta-da! All right, next up, we have, let's see, what did I work on? Ooh, I worked on Harry Potter, or not Harry Potter, Pokemon. I am trying to get this finished this year. May not happen, I don't know. Bulbasaur's huge. But we worked on this guy. So we have Charmander and Squirtle done already, and I'm trying to work on Bulbasaur. And what I did is I finished this first little leaf with a little water droplet on there. So one thing I did notice is that this is significantly more yellow than green, and the pattern picture is more green. So not really a big fan of that, but it's fine. It's looking good anyway. You can tell it's a leaf with a water droplet on it. At least I can. So yeah, I did about almost 800 stitches on this. So yeah, I did pretty good. Yeah, it's looking really good. I have nothing else to say about it. I am trying to now I'm gonna start working down to try and start doing some of his bulb. So, but I still have a long ways. I'm only like a little over halfway done with this pattern. So again, I don't know if this is gonna be a finish, but it's gonna be, I want it to be a finish this year, hopefully. I need to work on it more if that's the case. But, and then here is the pattern picture. Oh, you can't really tell. Yeah, well, you guys have seen this one a lot. If not, then look up my whip parades. Okay, next up, let's see. Carolyn Manning Monday. I did successfully work on Carolyn Manning's pattern this Monday. Again, this is one that I took the pattern and I liked the pattern, but I changed the colors of it, and this is where I got to. So I did 98 stitches. Again, I don't know what it is about 98 this week, but I really stuck on 98. I need to get past that. But this is where I got to. I wanted to make sure I didn't have a ton of stitching time yesterday for it, so I at least wanted to do, close to 100, and that's just, I happened to finish one of the shapes and it happened to be 98. I was like, yeah, that's good enough. So here it is. I love the colors and how they're looking so far. So I'm just going to continue. If I feel like a color needs to be changed, then I'll change it. I've already changed one color. It was this color right here, which you can't, of course, see because it's like a creamish. There we go. I changed that to be a little bit more creamy color instead of like I don't know, I think it was more white, but I changed it to more of a cream. So yeah, looking pretty good and fun. So I like that this one has like small little like goals. I'm a goal stitcher. So I stitch something until I see that image like appear, and then I move on to something else or move on with the pattern to a different item. And these have the little shapes, which are like 40 stitches a piece. So it's really easy for me to kind of move around so far. Now, of course, I'm at the very beginning of this pattern, so ask me in a few months and I'll let you know if it's still the same. But I do like how like small little shapes are. I don't know, it's easier for me to focus on it that way. I tend to bounce around, as you can tell by how many projects I stitched on this week. Okay, next up we have a new start. This is one of the, let me see if I can get you the pattern picture and name. It's a book, yeah, Book of Psychic Reading is what it is. Except I changed the colors. So let's see, view PDF by Amanda Elliott or Haunted Frames. And let me get you the picture of the pattern. Here we go. There. It's so cute. It's one of her newer releases. Super pretty. But I didn't want it to be pink. I wanted it to be purple. Well, I was debating on whether or not I should do green or blue or purple, but I knew I didn't want it pink. So I have actually changed the colors. I'll show you the mock-up to be like a pinkish purple. So that's what I've changed it to be. And so far so good. I'm really liking it. It's pretty small, like it's a fairly small pattern, which is nice. Yeah, and I dyed this piece of fabric that's like a pinkish gray color. And there it is. So I've gotten part of the book done. I've gotten this full outside border right here done. Here I've got almost completed. I gotta finish this little like moon-like shape. Then there is some back stitching in here. But yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Not gonna lie, I like it. I do eventually want to get like all of the books in the series. That would be super fun. And then, I don't know, frame them all over my house. It'd be super cool. Or maybe create a book, since they are the book of things. So yeah, super pretty. And last but not least, we have our life, well, our, I guess, yeah. I guess it is our because you're along for this ride too, but my lifetime project, The Enchanted Forest. This one I took to sports last week, and funny story is I forgot my markup pen, my water-soluble pen, and I was like, oh no, like the last thing I want to do is miscount on this ginormous piece, like this ginormous project. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I don't want to like miscount. So I decided to ask someone for a lead pencil. Now I know lead pencil doesn't wash out very well, but this is like a full coverage, super dark blue and black pattern. What is it, honey? Hurry, I'm doing a video. What is it?
Can I have another piece of candy?
No, you already had one. All right, give me some bouquet base. Close the door, please. Thank you. So yeah, I ended up using a pencil and I was like, it's fine because this is all 939 and 310. So here is where I had done at the very beginning, and I said I was going to stitch this line all the way over. Here is where I forgot the pen and switched to pencil. And yeah, I just continued to stitch until I got to about the center of the pattern. And then I started filling it out. So this page is where we start seeing the opening of the forest, and some colors start appearing. Funny story though, is I'm still only stitching 310 and 939. So I don't know how that worked out, but this page is where the opening is. So a little bit over here is the opening. We're getting there. And Royal Rose. My last video, I couldn't remember how I was stitching this, and thank you. Royal Rose. Someone commented to remind me, so yeah, I can't be trusted to remember anything. So anyway, here is my lifetime project. I did about 500 stitches on this last week. So I'm still persevering. I want to just get to the color so that way I can get to color and then do background. Color, background, color, background. But yeah, it is a significant like ways over there. Like this is the whole thing. So, oh well, the whole thing to the middle. This is just the middle. Here is the full width of everything. Oh, I can't even get it in the frame, but this is half. This is about halfway. So yeah, not too shabby. I do like how you can see a little bit of a leaf right there just on the color change. There's some 939 in there from the 310. There we go. But yeah, I had to stitch over a significant ways to get all the way over here to then start getting to the color. So now I won't forget my pen. I think I'm gonna buy a couple extra water-soluble pens just to have in this bag by themselves, because this is such a big, long project. I don't want to use pencil as much as possible just because I heard it doesn't wash out very well, and that would be very sad to spend all the time stitching this and not have the pencil come out during the wash. So yeah. But anyway, that is it for everything that I stitched. The weekly prompt this week was free choice. Free choice, and I have no idea what I want to stitch. Isn't that just the pits? I have too many projects. I have yet to decide, and I drew it on Friday, so I still have yet to decide, and it's already Tuesday. So Yeah, I don't know what I want to stitch on. So I think I'm just, whatever calls to me that day is I'll try and stitch that, I guess, because I don't know. I can't even show you guys what I want to stitch because I don't even know. I have too many projects to pick. Maybe I'll put a couple on a wheel and then spin it, and then you guys will be surprised next week to find out what I ended up stitching. So I don't know. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you need any details of any of these projects, I can't talk. If you need any details of any of these projects, please let me know. I would be happy to share. It just makes the videos super long if I continue to show you the picture of each one, and I don't have the picture of each one, so you'd just be staring at me, staring at my phone to show you pictures. So anyway, I hope you all stay safe, stay warm, and take care. Bye.